check your mailbox next week. Mail-in ballots for the September 14th recall election. Governor Gavin Newsom will be going out to every registered voter in California. So what exactly should you do when that ballot arrives in the mail? 17's Robert Price has some answers tonight.
California voters, like voters across the country, may be experiencing a little election fatigue after one of the most contentious and extensive campaigns in modern history. Well, no rest for the weary. It's election season all over again, at least in California, and Governor Gavin Newsom's political future is on the ballot. For the second time in less than 20 years, Californians are being asked to decide whether to keep or recall their governor. In 2003, they chose to fire Democrat Gray Davis and replace him with a movie action hero, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now it's Newsom's turn for a midterm referendum, ostensibly over his handling of the COVID-19 pandemic and its economic fallout. At least that's what the governor's foes are saying. His supporters say this is simply a proxy vote for Donald Trump because the top 4 possible replacements among the 46 on the ballot are all Republicans who supported the former president. So how will this work? The ballot has 2 parts. Part 1 says, verbatim, shall Gavin Newsom be recalled, parentheses, removed, from the office of governor? If more than 50% of voters vote no, Newsom remains in office, and question 2 becomes moot. That question reads, candidates to succeed Gavin Newsom as governor if he is recalled, and voters are asked to check the box next to the replacement of their choice. If more than 50% of voters vote yes to the first question, Newsom is removed, and the top vote getter among the 46 becomes governor. A simple plurality wins. So with 46 candidates dividing the pie, the winner could have as little as 20% of the vote, far fewer, most likely, than Newsom would receive in defeat. The Kern County Elections Office is gearing up for an eventful 4 weeks leading up to September 14th. Mary Bedard, the county's auditor, controller, county clerk, is head of the elections department.
The first page of the ballot has the first question, and then there's a big notice on it to turn the ballot over, and then the second page has the list of replacement candidates. People can vote for the first and not the second, or however, like you would in any other election.
Every registered voter will be mailed a ballot and an envelope for returning that ballot. The deadline to register to vote or update registration is August 30th. Poll sites will also be available to voters who choose to vote in person. If you're tired of this and want to just register a protest vote, go ahead and write in a name. Just know that they're not going to count that name in this particular election. If you want to register a protest vote, that question is at the top of the ballot. At election headquarters, Robert Price, 17 News.
And today, Governor Gavin Newsom kicked off his Vote No weekend of action in San Francisco, saying the candidates vying to replace him are against safety measures that keep us all safe.
All the other Republican candidates, day one, they proudly state, day one, that they would eliminate any mask requirements in our public schools to keep our kids safe and healthy and in person to get the social emotional support they deserve. Day one, he'd repeal that, as he would repeal any requirement for vaccine verifications, including healthcare workers.
Over the next few days, Governor Newsom will be traveling up and down the state to rally voters involved